everybody. This is Bud Brown living in Dumaguete City, Philippines. Yeah, baby. I love it here. This is July 2nd, 2021. And had an interesting situation come up, and I thought I'd share it with you. You know, my subscribers, fans, loyalists, oh, great people. Always sending me goodies for ourselves and for the Filipinos in my neighborhood and here in Dumaguete. So over the years, I've received lots of balikbayan boxes, they're called, and just basically care packages, and sometimes financial, money to be spent for certain things requested. So with that little background, one of my subscribers and great guy, Jay Willis, he said, Bud, I want to send you some money through to get some chinelas, flip-flops. Because when I first got here, I went flip-flop crazy because a lot of the kids there, especially ones sleeping out on the sidewalks, just dirty old feet and no footwear, that I would pull money out of my pocket and go buy them. I mean, 20 bucks worth of flip-flops you can get, they're about $1 each or less. Get 20 of them or so. But anyway, so he said, how can I send it? So I told him, and this is for you too, anybody that may want to know, under the description of every video, go down a little ways and it'll say, there's a link to make any kind of donation to support this channel. I said, or you could just send it to my PayPal straight if he had PayPal. And so, man, like within an hour, he'd sent some money to go buy some flip-flops. So I've always gone and I've done videos. I've looked in my archives to try to find some, but I couldn't find any. But anyway, go down to a place called Mart, and the lady knew me there that worked there, and I said, I'm going to buy chinelas, 1,000 pesos worth. Even though he gave me enough to buy 2.5, well, he gave me equivalent to 2,500 pesos, but I like to kind of spread it out a little bit. So buy 1,000 pesos at a time, 20 bucks at a time. So she goes and gets her calculator, and I have her. That's a wonderful thing here, especially being older. The younger people love to help, you know. What's your password on this restaurant? Could you just put it in for me? Yeah, sure, no problem. So I said, can you pick out different sizes? That's what I used to say. And she did, and I'd take the little shopping cart up to the cashier, and they knew that I was going to be giving them away to different people. So anyway, just a couple days ago. So I told Gloria, I want to go to Hypermart and get some chinelas. She said, let me buy it. I thought, oh, okay. So I'm going to go have coffee. Just tell the lady that, you know, I think she knows that you're my wife, and she knows who we are. And I'm going to go get some coffee, and I'll come back in a couple hours and pick you up, because she was going to do some shopping also. I just left where I was having coffee, and meanwhile, Gloria's out at Hypermart getting some chinelas. So I'm kind of anxious to see what she's got. So let's go. Well, when I got there and I called her, and she said she's coming out. I was expecting a great big shopping cart full of chinelas. And so at first it was just kind of a bag. It was kind of a bag. And I said, boy, that's not very much. And then there was another bag. Oh, okay, that's better. So she didn't spend the whole 1,000. Of course, I'm thinking, hey, you're not following my instruction, because I remember distinctly 50 years ago, you made a vow to love and obey, and you're kind of slacking off on the obey part, lady. So I made a mental note that next time. Well, so I looked at the chinelas. Oh my. Let me just say, they're not the kind that I normally choose. Well, I got a picture of them and I'll show you. All flowery and fancy. I think, that's the difference between, this is a generalization, but it may be true. The men like things just, simple, to the point. Just don't tell me this and that. Just tell me yes or no. And do you want it or you don't want it? Or just go in, buy something, come out. But I read a book many years ago called Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus. And it talks about, the reason it uses those planets is because the symbols of Mars and the symbol of Venus is the same symbol for male and female. You may know that. That may be common knowledge. It probably is. But the point of the book was that men think differently than women, and said that women, like to socialize, and men like to, hey, let's just get to the point. This is what I want, and get down to business. But women tend to, chit chat and this and that. And I've noticed over the years that when I would go and meet people for coffee, which I have many, many times, I would ask them, well, where are you from, and what's your plan? You going to plan to come to Dumaguete, or are you just visiting? Or what kind of job do you do? You've been there long? Are you retired? Are you about to retire? Then I get home. Gloria said, well, how'd it go? Oh, it was great. Was he married? How long has he been married? Well, I know he was married, but I don't know how long. Well, how many children do they have? I don't know. I didn't even think to ask. So she has these questions that she would ask, and I had the questions that I would ask. So, as a matter of fact, on the socializing, there was a man that came over, and we got together, him and his wife. And I noticed that he was going to try to find a way back to the airport, because I think they were leaving that day. So he told his wife to go ask the lady there at the hotel information, how to get to the airport, if they get a tricycle or what. And then he and I were talking. And he said, "Look at her." He said, "I just want her to find out which tricycle or what jeepney do we take to get to the airport. But look at her; she's there chit-chatting. She's been chit-chatting for 10, 15 minutes already." I said to myself, "Yep, that's right. No surprise to me." So I'm going to go down again in a couple days, but I'm going to go and choose the chinelas that I think these were a little bit more too, not a whole lot. In other words, if they're normally between 80 cents and $1 when I get them plain, one color, red or black or green, they're about that much. Now, this was a few years ago, so I wouldn't really be surprised if the prices have gone up just because of inflation. But Gloria's, the ones she got, the fancy flowers and flamingo, they were about between $1 and $1.10, which is not a whole lot more, but it was more. So, Jay, thanks so much for the finances to buy these chinelas. But, and I told you that I was going to give you a video on, we got them, but I'm also going to do a video on handing them out, which is kind of a lot of fun too. And also, I found a video in my archives of when I was riding the Mollymobile, and I saw this lady and her two children that didn't have any footwear. They were barefoot. So the title of the, and I had chinelas in what I was driving. Can't remember if it was a Chariot or I think it was the Mollymobile, the electric vehicle. And so the title of the video is "I Chased Them Down." So I think you'll like that one too. So anyway, till next time, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye. regalo. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, sir.
O, sige. Yan lang. Bye.